Risk is the currency of the gods. Fortune favors the brave. Hello, my beautiful folks. As you can see, I'm sitting on the toilet. Yeah. So, I want to talk today about fear and the necessity of fear in today's world, and the necessity of fear in every and each individual life. The importance of fear and why does fear exist, and it can actually be a blessing when you understand the true purpose of fear in your life. Now, first things first, you have to understand that you should not fear fear. Moreover, you need to just understand that fear plays a very important part in your life, where when you get to understand what fear is actually, you sort of get to live beyond, and you reach extremity in your manifestation, and you reach a point where you can manifest things in a flash. Yeah, so looking at fear on a global level, if you look at the news, you look at social media, you look at all the powerhouse of the world, all the major countries of the world, fear is used to control the people. Fear is used to keep the people within a certain mindset, keep them mentally positioned so that they don't get too extreme in their behaviors, because human beings are quite capable of doing mischievous things and so on and so forth. But via fear, they fear they may get arrested, so they think twice. They fear that there may be enough food, so one may live very cautiously and eat very little. You know, you may fear that if you do something bad, they're going to come back and haunt you. So you're mindful of not doing wrong to your neighbors, to your brothers. You live good as possible because you fear that, look, this is the reality of life, that if I do something wrong to someone, he's going to come back and haunt me. Karma, as they say. But beneath that and above that is just the fear of karma. It's the actual fear that keeps you where you are. It's the fear that keeps you not doing those things. It's the fear of what may happen to you. So looking at it, the base of the understanding, the foundation of the understanding is actually the fear in the belief. Let's clear the truth a little bit there. You look at fear on a global level, and you tend to realize that the media use fear on a level where, let's take for example is it 9/11 bombing, or the 7/11 bombing, whatever it is. I think it's 9/11 bombing in America of the Twin Towers and so on. That fear was on a different level. That fear had a major impact on a global level. Ever so often, these world leaders come up with this fear tactics to regain control or to maintain control on the people. So they have to keep, every day there is a small fears of a bomb at the airport, or some crazy guy walking in a school with a gun and kill some people. So they keep the fear there. You may be surprised to know that all these acts are not crazy people who just went in and shoot and take a gun and shoot up a school. These acts are staged. This is organizations on the higher level finding ways to implement new laws and finding ways to control the people, and they pay some random guy to go into the school and kill as much people as they can. These are not accidents. These are staged events. You know, they all got dates on them, and the next one is coming again, and there's a date to it. They probably find it, or they probably already found the next guy they're gonna use, and already mentally program him to do those things. So these are not random events. These events are staged to keep fear within the community, to keep fear within the country, to keep fear in the hearts of man. Because without fear in the hearts of man, man could become quite devious. Man could be quite dangerous. So fear have to be present in the undeveloped mind life to keep him governed, to keep him in check, to keep him on the straight and narrow path, that he don't decide, you know what, I can get away with anything that I do, so he can go and do ridiculous things and say, you know, and there is no consequences towards it. So fear keep the mind, or fear keep one governed, fear keep you disciplined, and that's a bit of the importance of fear in your life. Now, when you are developed soul, when you are developed mind, when you are developed being, and you understand what fear really is, there's a next side to fear, because you tend to realize, I think every businessman will tell you this, every businessman that is successful will tell you, you would never achieve anything without fear, without sort of overcoming. You will never achieve anything without overcoming your fears. So that's a stage you have to get to once you keep moving in life, once you're progressing, and once you're sort of progressive and you got big dreams and goals. There's a stage you have to get to where you will realize you will face challenges that is based on a fearful nature, and you would do it because, as they say in business, when you want what you want, like you want to breed, you will get it. So when you're at a point where you get fearless towards your dreams, you will do the things that you fear. And at that point, you will realize that your fear just comes as a standing barrier that is rather invisible. It's not even there. It's just there as a mental barrier that once you get to the other side of it, when you face that situation that you're thinking might get you arrested, might lose your life, it's always a major fear that you have to face to get to the other side of life. You have to face a major fear. So maybe fear of getting arrested, maybe fear of dying, fear of losing the one most close to you. There is always a major fear you will have to endure to get to the other side of your dreams. So my word of advice this morning is embrace fear. It's a bit challenging mentally to think, okay, I'm going to do this now, I'm going to be 50-50. I can lose my life, or I can get everything. I can go to prison for the rest of my life, or I can get everything. It's always a major issue. I might lose my wife, I might lose my husband, I might lose my daughter, my son, but have to take this chance. It's only when you're at a point where whatever you're chasing, whatever you're dreaming for becomes so much important to you that every day you breathe, every breath you take, you breathe it in and you breathe it back out. It's until that point when you feel like you will do anything to get this. You will put up your daughter, your husband, your wife. You will put up your life, your well-being to challenge that fear. And when you challenge that fear, you enter into a place where it's somewhat a success to any individual who tried and succeeded and got beyond the fear that was holding them back. So my advice today, face your fears. It may appear challenging, it may appear like, look, you might lose everything, but you have to understand, fear is what keeps people where they are. The bigger governments use fear to keep people controlled, to keep them in one mindset, but you have to be that unique individual that breaks out of that circle, of that chain. And when you come up with that chain, you rise to the level of the people who set the fears, the government leaders and so on. You become on parallel with them, because you now understand that, look, fear is what keeps you down. But when you break the barrier and you get above fear and you realize fear is just sort of a fake barrier that's always standing between you and what you want. It tells you, look, you're going to get in trouble, you might die, you might go to jail, you might lose your life. So you always have to face those things and be prepared to risk everything to get something. Risk everything to gain something. Remember, risk is the currency of the gods. That's old saying that works every time. Risk is the currency of the gods. There's a next saying that goes, fortune favors the brave. Fortune favors the brave. Once again, risk is the currency of the gods. Fortune favors the brave. My advice to you today, find that bravery within you. Face your fears, and I'll see you on the next side. I'll see you in a place called success. Thank you for listening. See you on the other side. Bye-bye. Have a good day. I'm going back to my toilet duties right now.